Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Resort review. Today we're back in Las Vegas, Nevada, checking out the Park MGM Las Vegas. It's center of the Strip. It's an amazing hotel, the only smoke-free casino on the Las Vegas Strip. Used to be the Monte Carlo. It's in MGM Resorts' M Life program, which is partnered with World of Hyatt. That's why I stay at a lot of MGM properties. I get lots of benefits with my globalist status, including free parking. So this is where I am right now, walking back from the free parking at the Self parking lot into the main Park MGM casino. The Monte Carlo closed a few years ago for this renovation to occur and reopen as the Park MGM. Definitely going for a younger crowd vibe, something along the lines of like the Cosmopolitan, without changing too much of the actual physical bones of the property. So this hotel, this casino, is located in one of the best spots on the Strip right now. It's located right next door to the Las Vegas Golden Knights Arena, the T-Mobile Arena. It's located right next door to City Center, where the Aria is, and then beyond that, the Bellagio. It's connected via tram, which I'll show you in a bit. So really fantastic location, and I really like the smokeless casino here. So right now we're walking into the main lobby of the Park MGM. You'll notice a nice French park theme, lots of flowers everywhere, even though a lot of them are fake. Vegas, you can never really tell, but I do love the style of this lobby. Definitely feels like I'm in sort of an Art Nouveau 1940s Parisian villa or hotel. So definitely did a great job there. And we're walking right past the front desk. To the right is the shop for the Park MGM, and then the guest elevators are just beyond. All the Park MGM or MGM Resort properties now are offering mobile check-in, so you don't even have to go to the front desk, which used to be a big problem for Vegas resorts, was the check-in line. So definitely take advantage of that if you're there, especially during a busy time. So they have this nice tree trunk coming through to really expand upon the plants and Art Nouveau feel, a little bit of whimsy. The lobby bathrooms I felt like were really pretty, so I did get a shot of that. So as a part of this trip, I stayed at the Park MGM as well as the Nomad. The Nomad is located on the higher floors of the Park MGM, so it's a hotel within a hotel. But let's take a look at the floor of the Park MGM and my room. So walking away from the elevators, you have sort of a park triptych in the middle there. There are three wings of the Park MGM that spiral outward. Not really too much variation on the rooms. Near the elevators, you'll see the junior suites and the suites, and then pretty much every room beyond that is going to be the exact same size. Some nice wallpaper that sort of expands on the park feel here. But here is a standard king room at the Park MGM. So nothing really changed in terms of the size of the rooms during the renovation, but the whole feel of the room is completely different and a lot more bright, and I think they did a really good job of what they had to work with at the old Monte Carlo. So lots of postcards on the wall, some, sense of place. I think the green is very in now. You're starting to see that in a lot more properties that are opening, so they were definitely a little bit ahead of the curve there. But with thousands of guest rooms, they had to really commit to it. Do like the door on the shower. That's always helpful. I hate the European style doors. They could have kept with the European theme there and not done that, but definitely really enjoy that part of any room that has a shower door. I know it's small, but it's really important. So here's the main part of the room. You have a nice sitting area. You have a nice little couch, a very fancy looking chair and table. No desk really to speak of besides like a little spot near the TV to be able to work on. So, I guess it does kind of count as a desk, but nothing really dedicated. But lots of art on the walls, nice end tables on either side of the bed. The bed seems framed. It seems like kind of custom built with some nice, more custom art there. And a nice lamp. So, everything really feels great here. The prices of the Park MGM are pretty low. compared to other properties. So I felt like that was a pretty nice room here for what for me amounted to basically just the resort fee on a complimentary night through M Life. And then the bathroom door slides left to right to reveal the closet there. Here's a nice look at the gym. Nothing too gigantic, really. The gym's located on, I believe, the second floor. It's also where you access the Nomad's private pool, which is only for Nomad guests. But, for a hotel this size and compared to other properties, I don't think it's really all that great of a gym. There's a spa that I didn't check out that you can get some massages, etc. And then you can keep walking on this floor and find the salon. So I like the theming of the salon. Everything really kept to the Park MGM theme. Sometimes you see the theme of resorts kind of dissipate. So really felt like they did a great job here. So now we'll return to the ground floor of the Park MGM, and out the doors near the casino is the pool complex. Now the Monte Carlo used to have a wave pool. It was pretty fantastic pool area. They tore all that out and put in what I think are pretty boring pools, but they have a nice bar set up for the warmer months. I was here in December, so not too many people in the pool, but they did have one open that was heated for people. The other two pools were closed off, as well as the Nomad's pool while I was here. So if you're coming in the winter months, just don't expect to really be hanging by the pool, even though you have a picture of the desert in Las Vegas in your mind. It's a cold desert in the winter, but during the day it can heat up and you might be able to take a dip in the pool, or definitely the hot tub. And beyond that, you can see the little tower there. That's where you can catch the tram to the Aria as well as the Bellagio. So this is a nice little look at the pool deck for what I could show you, because most of it was closed off at the time. So now let's take a look at some of the public spaces at the Park MGM Resort. So right now I'm in the Nomad section of the casino floor. So this kind of feels more private. It's a little bit more hidden, but there are two bars and restaurants. There's the Nomad bar and then the library. So this is the bar. They have a full menu, even though it is called a bar. Fantastic looking spaces, really dark corners, really popular. Here's a look at the bar at the library, and then we'll show you a shot of the library itself, which I think is one of the prettiest restaurants in Las Vegas. So now moving out from the Nomad section, you'll see some carts that really expand upon the Nomad / Park MGM feel. There's a nice Instagrammable wall of roses there. Some custom Nomad machines as part of their Nomad casino. But now let's make our way into the Park MGM main casino floor, which is where all of the bars and restaurants are, which there are many at this property. So we'll start on the left side of the casino and make our way around and check out all the restaurants. So I did have a chance to eat at Bavette's Steakhouse during my stay. It's a sort of French bistro feel, has great steak frites, some cocktails. I had an old fashioned in there. Just an amazing looking restaurant, and if you're into French food, this place is one of the best, I think, on the Strip. So you have a nice little bistro feel. I mean, it feels like you're right in the middle of Paris. So right next door is Juniper Cocktail Lounge. This is a good place to take a break from the tables if you're down or up, but they have some nice cocktails in there and a nice little lounge to meet people. It's right off the casino floor, so really convenient, and I think they have a small food menu as well. And then from there, the BetMGM Sportsbook and Bar, they have a full restaurant, sort of American food, as well as a full bar to watch sports. Has a fun, cozy feel. Side Betty Grill, which I love the name. It's right next door. They have sort of, I would say, fancier Johnny Rocket style American food. On the Record is both a music venue and sort of a speakeasy bar. There's a famous brothers crew that designs these bars in Los Angeles, and so they moved them out here to do one for the Park MGM. Didn't have a chance to go in there, but really a cool looking bar concept. Mama Rabbit Bar. This is a huge tequila bar. They have some shows at night too. So definitely a cool little venue there for people to check out right off the casino floor. We're almost to the front of the Park MGM casino at this point, where you'll find Best Friend, which looks like a New York bodega from the outside. It's actually a bar in the front. You can see some people sitting around, but it looks like a bodega in New York. And then there's a secret restaurant in the back, and this is Korean fusion food from Roy Choi. You got to start in Orange County and Los Angeles with the taco truck movement, and now he has a brick and mortar here in Vegas. So really fantastic food here. I had a chance to try out some of the koji koji short rib tacos. Oh my God, so good. So lots of Korean flavors in there with some Mexican fusion. So really fantastic. Loved the cups too for beer. Awesome spot. And then sort of the anchor tenant of the Park MGM, and something that you actually have to walk through if you're coming in from the Strip, is Eataly. Eataly in a lot of major cities around the US and the world now, it's a killer concept. Lots of little food stalls to grab different, really authentic Italian food. There's a market, so this one's no different than that. They have bars all over the place, plenty of things to check out if you're into gelato, if you're into Italian coffee. Just really celebrates the cuisine of Italy and in an authentic way. So definitely check this out. They do have the sit-down restaurant as well if you didn't want to try out the stands. I will note that if you are staying at the Park MGM or any MGM resort property and you dine at an MGM resort restaurant, you can charge back to the room and earn either M-Life points or Hyatt points. So definitely something to keep in mind. I know sometimes you do get a credit with your room, like a food and beverage credit. You'll need to charge back to the room for that purpose as well. So something just to always remember if you're in Las Vegas and you're sort of doing a bar crawl or casino crawl, it's always helpful to earn some more points. It just so happens that on this trip I did have some dining credit, so I chose to use it at Eataly. I don't have one where I live, so I love to try it out when I'm in Vegas. So I got some cacio e pepe and a nice glass of wine, and just found a little spot to eat it. Nothing super fancy, but man, so good. I spend a lot of time in resorts and I love cool carpets. I think Park MGM has one of the best, so I didn't want to miss out on that. So this is the outside of the Park MGM from the Strip. This is what you would enter to get into Eataly as well. But I wanted to show you what's around the Park MGM. So the Dolby Live Theater is where all the big shows are. The Foo Fighters were there during my stay. Right next door is the New York, New York, but in between the New York, New York and the Park MGM is the park. So the park has a bunch of restaurants for you to dine at. You can charge back to the room there too. It's owned by MGM Resorts. So it has a nice park feel on the front, makes things feel like you're really not in Las Vegas, which is pretty amazing. But they have a number of different restaurant concepts. They have a beer bar, they have some sushi restaurants. So a lot of different things to check out here. It's geared a lot towards the T-Mobile Arena crowd because it leads right into the T-Mobile Arena there. So definitely check that out if you're looking for something a little bit more casual than some of the options that are in the Park MGM. Also, if you're done with the Park MGM, you want to go casino hop, maybe you're not having any luck at the casino, you can get over to the Aria as well as the Bellagio via the tram, so I wanted to show you how to get there. So you leave the casino floor towards the pool, and you just follow the signs all the way back, past some more fun art that welcomes you to the Park MGM, and you'll eventually find the City Center tram. So the City Center is one of the biggest private developments of all time. They have a number of different casinos as well as hotels. Well, really just one casino at the Aria, and then 3 hotel concepts. It's sandwiched in between the Bellagio and the Park MGM, with the Cosmopolitan located kind of in the catty corner there. But really great part of staying at the Park MGM is it's really easy to access all those. They have tons of restaurants as well, so you can charge back to the room and check out the Aria. I definitely wanted to take a ride on this because this was closed during a lot of COVID, but it's back open. By the way, it's all free. Most of the transportation to get you into casinos in Las Vegas is completely free. I know the Excalibur and Mandalay Bay and Luxor have their own tram system. This one's a little bit fancier, but same kind of concept. So the Aria Express will take you to where you need to go. So once you're done exploring, you can head back to the Park MGM, and in the main lobby there is Primrose. This is the breakfast restaurant. They also have cocktails and dinner, but I had a breakfast credit at one point during my stay, so I did check out Primrose. I sat in the bar area, which again has a really nice theme. I mean, I think that they did a great job with the space. During the summer months, they'll operate outside as well in this nice little park setting near the pool. So really, really fun. Excellent food. I'll show you a shot of what I got. I got this kind of Mediterranean dish, which was sort of a savory yogurt plate with feta and avocado and tomatoes. It was really fantastic. Some of the best bacon I've ever had in my entire life. So that's the Park MGM. Thanks for watching.